to another session with me, Tamara Laporte from Willowing Arts. How are you all today? I hope you are well. I send you lots of love and lots of blessings. I'm back today with another little Arteza unboxing. They sent me some new little goodies that I wanted to try out. And they very kindly sent them to me to review. So I haven't opened the box yet, and I thought I'd do an unboxing right here on camera with you all and show you what I've got this time. It's a lovely lovely aspect of being an artist, to be sent new supplies to try out. And I've tried out a lot of Arteza's supplies. Nice box. And this time I asked them because one of the things that I asked them is their acrylics markers, because I'm a big fan of the Posca pen markers, as we all know. And I thought, look at that, I would love to try out the Arteza acrylics markers and to see how they hold up. And then additionally, oh, these are big. Oh gosh, I thought they were going to send me the small ones. I asked for the small ones, but big is fine too. They've also sent me, hold on, they have also sent me two of their art journals, or they call them, what do they call them? They call them Watercolor Book Premium, 68 pages. This is a set of two. And now, most of you know that I am a little bit of an art journal snob, in the sense that I have just sort of one love, and for only one art journal, and nothing can ever live up to my original favorite art journal that has been taken out of production, to my great sadness. So in the meantime, I have been trying out some other art journals here and there, but I haven't really found anything that competes with my favorite art journal quite yet. Then I saw my friend Iris. Hi Iris, if you're watching. Iris was using the small square art journals by Arteza. They were the small versions. These are 8 by 8 and 8.25 inches by 8.25 inches. And she uses much smaller ones. And I liked, oh okay, interesting. And I liked what she was doing, and I thought, well, I'm going to have to, at some point, accept a new art journal into my life. I'm either going to have to bind my own, which I'm also planning on doing, or even produce my own. That would be fun, wouldn't it? But in the meantime, let me also just try out some other ones. Now, the thing about a lot of the watercolor art journal-y type books that are out there, don't tend to have hot pressed in them, which I think is odd. I don't really quite understand why that is. Most of them have, well, you know, like, is it moleskin? I think there are some, but then if they do the hot press, they never do 110 pounds. So the weight of this one, the paper, I think it's cold pressed. 110 pounds, and the size is 8.25 inch by 8.25 inch. You get 68 pages. So I'm going to take the label off. I like the outer look of it. I like the cover, which is sort of a fabric, thick type of fabric. I enjoy the look of that. I'll just take the one, and it has a I don't know what you call this, but one of those ribbon things that keeps it together. The moleskins have that too. I used to work in a lot of moleskins. I'll grab some moleskins to compare. My goodness, I have tried out so many journals and books in my artistic career. My creative career. This is just a tiny amount of the hundreds of journals I have used or tried out or played with. I haven't even grabbed more of there's different types of moleskins. You've got the thin, the yellow, the green band. You've got the purple one, which is watercolor paper. You've got kind of cardstocky stuff, kind of more mixed media card. And they all have different paper. They all are different sizes. Look how thick this is. This is a very old one. We'll have to peek in. This is, I think, the Diane Reevely one. Here. This is, hold on. I like about Diane Reevely. I won't go into great detail on all of these, but just to show. Emergency! Art emergency! Art journal emergency. I have done a little bit of work in Dilutions here. This is a long time ago. But you know what? The paper might work for me now. I mean, then I was using different mediums as well. But my favorite paper is watercolor paper, 140 pounds hot pressed. And then I specifically love the Waterford and Saunders paper, and it's it's English, so it's not so easy to find. But this paper is, so this is kind of more card. Is it cardstock? So this, I worked in this maybe 7-8 years ago. Like, that's how old this journal is. And as you can see, I've not done a lot of work in it because the paper is just not quite my thing. I really need watercolor paper. If you work mostly in acrylics, you can work on this. But because I work with water-based media, this doesn't really work for me. Now, anyway, so then the Waterford and Saunders paper was also used in these kinds of journals. These are pretty cool. The square ones, or almost square, they're not square. There's a weird they're a weird kind of shape, landscapey-ish. I did this on an Orly Avenary retreat. Orly is another mixed media artist. I think this I did there as well. What's this? So this is also a long time ago that I worked on this. Quite like this, but there's a bigger grain in this. So I'm super specific about the type of paper I like to work on. And that's really the issue. Ah, so cool. Look at this, oh, so old, I can't even remember most of these. But yeah, this isn't finished either. Anyway, so I was really started telling you about the moleskin. So here's a little moleskin. This is such an old one, and I hardly worked in it, but it's quite sweet actually. This is the moleskin that has watercolor paper in it, which I think is only 90 grams. I can't quite remember. And I decorated the cover here with a really old, like kind of a cool, or I thought then. Did this, this is 2010, can you imagine? Look at cute. Look how cute, I like it. And then thingy for Dylan. It's just super, super simple stuff. And that's it, I didn't work much further in it. This I could probably work in again, actually. I can probably work on this watercolor. And then this I think is a similar one, yeah, and this is also a watercolor. This is one of my very, very, very early work. I still quite like this one. Long time ago that I made these. This was Sri Lanka time, 2004, 2005 maybe. Cool. Okay, and then other journals like this. I have no idea what I'm going to see in this thing. This was, I don't know what this is. I have Ryman. This is a Ryman journal. Do they have Ryman in other countries other than the UK? It's quite cool, look at that. But in these books I used to, this is really thin paper, although it's actually not that super thin, like in the green band of the moleskins. But still, and so it's mostly I needed to use acrylic really to make it work. This is quite like this. I like this sort of combination. Cute. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh, okay. It's all such a long time ago. It's all coming back to me now. Anyway, so this is 2009-ish. Just before Dylan was born. Oh yeah, this is blob art. Gosh, interesting. Well, so, you know, and then I stopped in that as well. And then, sorry, so this was really what I was trying to show you, this type of journal. So this is one of my oldest art journals, and this was the green banded, I've been painting earlier, green banded moleskin, and it has very, very thin pages. Check it out. On my channel, I have a flip through of this journal, because this was in 2007, where I did an entry. I tried to do an entry every day. I won't go through the whole thing, but it was real fun. Try to do one kind of little sketch or drawing and writing every day, collaging. These are some leaves. How cool is this? And it's very thin paper. I don't know if you can see. It's a little bit thicker here because there's some collage. This is sand from Varkala beach in India. How cool. So I lived in Sri Lanka here. This is my hand that I drew. You can see it's probably my thumb. Very cool. Playing with color, line work, just thoughts about pregnancy. This is a Willow from the Buffy series. Dripsies. I even like drips then. This is a quote by Tori Amos. Hello, Mr. Zebra. Can I have your sweater? Glitter glue. Excellent. Do you see it sparkle? Love it. Anyway, this is very, very, very thin paper. And why am I mentioning this? Oh yeah, you can journal on it. Look how cool this is. Nice Zen doodles. Oh, this is lovely. Look at that. That's nice. Yeah, anyway, so if you're interested in seeing a flip through of this journal, it is on my channel. You just need to go quite far back in the videos. Click on the videos and then go quite far back. Or I'll try and add a link to it at the end of this video, so you have access. I think actually there are two. There are 2 parts to this, or even 4. I can't remember now. Anyway, so this is a moleskin with that really thin type of paper. Loads of different types of journals have come my way. And I've tried and tried and tried them all. And my very favourite one is the Robertson watercolour sketchbook, because I've got the perfect paper in it. Okay, so let's go back to this. So this is a cold pressed, which I already don't like so much. As in, that's just not my favourite. But I really wanted to try it, and I thought I could do a quick little. I just want to start with swatches. Let's just do some swatches as a starting page, which is kind of fun. Because I think I just am a bit, I haven't really worked. I'm gonna do blues and greens, I think. I haven't really worked on cold press that much in my life, and maybe I'm just a bit prejudiced against it. See, it's not that bad, right? So, you know what I mean? I also, when sometimes you just decide 12 years ago that something isn't for you, and then you never give it another try. I think that's slightly unfair. And also you change, you change over the years, over time, so you can try again, which I'm doing now. I do love, look how beautiful. I love doing swatches, really, is what I'm trying to say here. Yeah, I have to say that I am not as bothered by the grain. And it's not a super grainy one, I don't think. I don't know. Do the grains come in versions? Is it like so? I think when you have cold pressed, some of them might be like coarser than others, perhaps. So maybe you have cold pressed, but it's with fine grain, and then another one is with a fat grain. Is that how you would say it? Fat grain. I don't think that's the correct language, but so I'm working with my this is my Schminke watercolors, which I adore, my favorite watercolors. Did I just use that one? I think so. No, I didn't. Did I do that one? Yeah, no. Did I skip one? Oh gosh. Oh, if I skip it, I'll put it in. Hold on, this is getting to a turquoisey green. Let's see if I skipped. I don't know. I'll do it again otherwise. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Alright, cool. Ooh, pretty. Look how lovely this is. Lovely. Swatches can be really relaxing. Just take your watercolors and just swatch your colours. It's just a lovely, lovely activity. So I'm going to now do the greens. So yeah, I'm not that bothered by the grain. In fact, quite like it. I mean, it's not too bumpy, it's not too grainy. So I'm happy, I'm fine. And there's also something about working in this format. So it's a square format. I don't work in square a lot, or at all, have I? Oh, I did a series of landscape in square format on my course kaleidoscope last year, but that's probably just about it. I don't tend to work square much at all, so that would be a bit of a challenge for me, working in a square format. Could be cool for abstracts. I can use this journal like this as an abstract journal maybe. That'd be kind of cool. I mean, I have the other one that I would want to finish first, because I don't want to do that thing again where I abandon it. But, yeah. Deep green. I kind of don't want to, that's all my greens. I kind of don't want to stop with greens. Oh, let me get some Jane Davenport greens or something in there. Right, Jane has some greens in here. It might be similar to those, but that's okay. Ooh, very vibrant. That one and that one are quite similar. And then another lime. This is probably going to be similar to that one. A little bit bluer or darker than that one. You see that? We could mix, I suppose, mix that one with that one. So we've got another. Just for the fun of it, I just want rows of the same kind of, I'm not making true to life swatches, which is what you normally would do. So this here, what I sometimes show is a swatch chart, color chart that I literally use to refer back to. But this is more for fun. In the journal it's just fun rather than needing to use it. So shall I do oranges and reds here then? I think I will. I'll just do that page and then I'm going to do something else today after. I'm going to work with the Posca, not the Posca pens, Arteza acrylic markers, acrylic markers. So, and this is ochre. We'll start with orange. Orangey, yellow, yellow, orange. It's a bit dirty. Put some of the stuff in there, alright. There's two oranges that I absolutely love in this series. So this one I really like. Just need to make sure I clean my brush. And I also really love this. Can you see it? This one. It looks so deeply. It looks very dark, almost like reddish, but when you apply it, it's a beautiful, vibrant orange. Do you see that? It's one of my favorite oranges again in the series. There. This is kind of a vermilion red. Vermilion red is that red that leans, it's kind of red but it leans very much towards orange still. You see how it's red but it's quite a strong orangey leaning. And then we've got, I suppose this is red, as pure as possible, but you can actually see compared to that one it leans more towards a cool red. Starting to lean towards a cool red. Then I bought some extra. I'll bring in the pinks and the roses. So this is, oh no, here. This is a really nice red as well. This is what I call a blood red. So it has that rusty browny reddish feel. Like bloodish. Blood-like. And then we have, this is kind of a magenta red pink. Starting to go towards pink. And then here, this is darker magenta, I think. This is from the tube, and it's hard to actually get it to activate in. So this is kind of more of a proper magenta. This is more of a rosy red, pinkish red. And then that's a violet or a purple that I kind of don't want to put there, but I do want to put this as a rose red. And I also have opera pink in this, which is my ultimate favorite color at the moment. I'm just obsessed with it, but I'll show you this one instead. So I can put all the kind of odd colors, well not odd, but I feel sometimes that these are, I don't know, would you call them artificial? I don't know. This is the slightest difference between, I think, that one and that one. But there is a difference, and I'll tell you on the chart what the numbers are. So that one is 352, that one is 353, and that one is actually this one, 356. So it's only a couple of, that one and that one are very similar. 353 and 356 very similar, but they do have a slight difference. And this one is, I think, called rose pink, I'm not sure. Cool, what am I going to do next? So I'll do a row of yellows. I have quite a lot of yellows and golds and lightish oranges. I'll do that. So, as you can see, I mean, oh, you can't see that, but some of these are hardly touched by me. So, I'm not a big yellow user. Although lately, I am kind of leaning towards it a bit. By the way, if you're interested in color, Kaleidoscope, which is my color theory color course, but not just that, it's a course where we celebrate the resilience of the human spirit and the beauty of our earth, our beautiful, wonderful earth. This course is about to start again in August this year, and I go into great depth on color and color theory. Do check it out on my site. Oh, that's because it's I get incredibly enthusiastic about color, and I have to say that for me to teach about color meant I had to dive even more deeply into color, and I learned so much, and I'm really utilizing what I myself learned as well. So I do recommend it if you want to understand color more. It's a super comprehensive course. I bring in bits of science, and I also try to make it as engaging as possible, because I know that color theory people can sometimes be like, oh my god, it's so boring. I'm trying to make it as interesting as possible with like interesting scientific facts and all sorts. So do check that out. We're running a taster session for it as well again this year. So if you join the newsletter, then you get information about the taster session is free, and you can get to kind of experience what some of what we'll be doing on the course. Ah, that's pretty. Which one did I do? That one. And then I have a gold. You know how gold paints, I find that they can disappoint and confuse. Because you always think they look quite nice, and then they end up just looking sort of green. I don't know if everyone else agrees with that, but it's because gold, the point of gold is that it's shimmery, really. And sometimes the shimmer doesn't sort of deceive, or it looks just like a brown. I mean, this is not too bad. Can you see? There's a bit of a shimmer in there. And a hair. So those are all my yellows. Let's see if Jane has a yellow in hers. Yep. She has a very vibrant. Yeah, and so on the course we talk about like warm yellows and cool yellows and warm blues and cool blues and what that means. It's quite fascinating, and a lot more than that, much more than that, but one of the aspects is when we talk about the cool and warm colours. Okay. Nice. Now, I can do the browns on a row, maybe browns and blacks, and then I can also just put, I have two more rows, don't I really? Alright, I'll do the browns, the neutral tones. Did I? Oh yeah, I did the ochre already. I have a quinacridone, what's it called? Quinacridone azo deep gold. I'll make that part of the browns. Okay, so actually, let's do that one first. It's a very deep, rich, golden sort of brown. Almost chestnut brown. See that? Pretty. If you want it, that's actually a Daniel Smith. That's this one. For those who are interested. And then let's do that one. So these are the other browns in the Schminke series. It is quite similar. This also has this. The quinacridone Azo Gold tends to have this luminosity to it, I find. Luminance, luminosity, luminitude. I'm just making all these words up. This has got a purpley blue leaning. I think, I can't remember if this is a brown or a black. Oh, is that a black? Let's have a look. That was black. Oh no, it's like this color 663, which is very close to black, but it's actually a brown black. Then my black here, 780, is pretty much completely run out, so I then bought another double pan here, so that's that color. Oh, and this is another brown. This is another brown, but that's the same brown as before. Alright, so this is the black. Nice. And let's see what Jane has. So Jane has her neutral series. And on here there are interesting kind of browns as well. This is kind of an interesting one. And then this is an ochre. I don't know if that's a deep brown. I think that's a dark kind of chestnut brown. Oh yeah, or a deeper brown than that. Oh yeah, this is very nice. This, look, I like that. That's similar to this, but Jane's watercolor is a little bit more opaque, I think, than the other ones. All right, and then on the bottom here, I'm gonna put my kind of random ones that I haven't done yet. So there's a purple in the Schminke series. Called 474. And then I have bought separately some of my most favorite colors. This one here, it's number 509. It's a teal, a beautiful light bluey, tealy color. So nice. Then I did already do the Azo Gold. Then there's the Opera Pink, which it's very popular with a lot of people. I don't know if it's fluorescent, but it has definitely a vibrancy to it. And then this yellow here, I think is different. This is is that Daniel Smith? Actually, it says 219. Oh, I did it already. Oh well, I'll put it there again. Sorry. It was wet already. I thought I hadn't done it yet. So this is a different one as well that I bought separately. Yes. Oh, this is the one that I missed. Sorry, so this is a Daniel Smith orange, which has a slight green mixed into it, sorry. There. Okay, and then we'll add some other ones of Jane's that are not really, haven't been... Let's check the Jane Vibrant Pink here, this one. Oh. In Jane's, she has this really vibrant pink. I wonder if it's quite similar to the Opera Pink. I think she calls it bubblegum. It's quite similar. And then she has a dark purple as well that I like. I think it's this one, and an indigo. I like combining the indigo with the purple. So this is a deep purple after the band. And this is an indigo. It's beautiful. And then I like in her vibrance how she's got this blue as well is very, very beautiful. But she also has 3 or 4 kind of pinkish pinks, magentas. But this is a very vibrant, look at that. Similar to maybe that one or that one, but it's not the same. It's so amazing how you can have so many blues, enough versions of blue, and you think they're the same, but they're still not the same. So there's a slight hint of this in there, a slight hint of that. Alright, so I actually have to say that I am not as bothered by the by the cold pressed, and I'm liking the little format. What I'll do is I'll let this dry, and then for my next session, won't be today, I'll also do a couple of actual art journal entries in it, and show you what I'm doing in them. Yeah, but for the rest of the session, what I wanted to do today is I'm going to unwrap the Arteza acrylic markers, and then I'm going to create a painting for my lovely child Dylan, who asked if I would paint him a panda bear. How sweet is that? And I said, of course I will, my darling. So let's unwrap these and use them in the painting for Dylan. Right, let's open up this exciting box of acrylics markers. Let's have a quick look at the colours they say they have. I really like, there's fluorescent pink in there. There's loads of interesting colours. I wonder what the difference is between the ones with the white outline and the non-white outline, not sure. Quick drying, low odor, water-based ink, silver. There's also some shimmery ones in there, phthalo green. Interesting. Shake, pump, draw. Alright, let's check them out. Oh wow, they come in cool, they come in a cool type of something. What do you call this? Look. Let's take one out. Nice one. Now, what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to grab that little journal again and just start doing a couple of swatches with the... These are pretty much dry, I think. Are they? These are all dry now. That's truly gold, actually. That came out nicely, this. I might use that more in my artwork. That's the gold by Schminke, gold paint. Okay, so why not do... the paper gets a little bit warpy. I suppose the thinner the paper, the more warpy it gets, but it's also normal for pages to warp, obviously, when you put water on them. And over time, warped paper does straighten out when you close your, when you close your journal and you just lay it down flat with maybe another book on top, right? All right, let's take one of the markers. I'm going to grab, or a couple. I'll grab a couple. I like that they've got this variety of colors. I find that the Poscas have less color options. Let me see what I'm meant to do here. Okay, so I was given the thick, they're thicker pointed ones. So as with Posca pens, in order for the ink and the paint to start flowing, you first pump it maybe a couple of times, and then you leave the pump down, so you leave the marker down, and then it will slowly start to seep into the nib. Oh, well, slowly, it's actually quite quickly. You can see how it was yellow and now it's purple, you see that? So that's the paint grabbing hold. And wow, look at this. That's pretty good. Nice. And then, because this is water-based, you can also use a brush and add some water to it, and then it turns into paint. Let's check it out. That's cool, isn't it? Nice. That's a lovely, beautiful, bright pigment or color. Let's check out another color. So this is called magenta, and this one's called rose pink. I think the rose pink in all the series is sort of similar to the opera pink. Something, I don't know what the opera is referring to. I don't know if it's referring to a particular pigment or whatever. Here it comes. You can see it through the plastic that it's coming down. They also do fine nibbed ones, and I don't know if price wise they are less pricey than, let's say, Poscas, because Poscas are my faves. but they are also pretty expensive. Again, nicely saturated, good colour. And we can add some water to it. Lovely colour, this. Oh, this is the... I'll call this magenta though, rather than rose pink. That's something I find interesting about, well, they do look almost identical in the outer packaging as well, but I found that with Arteza can sometimes call it, no, on the lid, the color doesn't always match the color that actually comes out of the product. That was particularly the case with the gouache, and may have been with the watercolor that they use. But if you make swatches, then you know what is what. Alright, this is the magenta. I think it's a bit darker than the opera pink, possibly. But it's hard to see the difference, very similar. But still, there's probably some difference. I really like, see, so the Posca pens don't have this color. This is a little light pink one, or a neon, you know, a neon pink by the Posca. Definitely, oh, maybe they have they probably have fluorescent pink in the in the Posca, but I didn't buy that one. I don't have that one. They probably do. I don't know. Let's get a greeny turquoisey one or something. What's this called? Spearmint green. Phthalo blue. I want like turquoise. Deep teal. Okay, I'll go for deep teal. And basically, when the acrylics markers are effectively acrylic inks inside marker pens. So you see this Liquitex ink, that stuff is so watery, if you will, or so thin. That's what they put into markers, and so you're then basically drawing with that type of ink or acrylics. Very, very diluted, thinned out acrylics paint. Nice one, that's pretty. Oh, I like it. Okay, so far I'm excited about these markers for sure. What do they come in? You know, they have a little stand as well, which is kind of cool. So if you, I don't know, some markers need to stay upright. I'm not sure about these. Oh my goodness, and check out what it comes with. It comes with replacement nibs. That's good. That's really good. Oh, whoops. I haven't seen that before, where they give you replacement nibs. That's very cool. That's very cool. And so look, this is the bottom of the pack. So they're coming in as sort of a stand. Let me just put it upside down. It is plastic, so it's not going to last necessarily, but the stand might be quite handy to keep them upright. So let me show you that. You can put them back in. They're pretty cool, I suppose. I'll double check if you're meant to lay them down or if they're meant to remain upright, or if it doesn't matter. With Posca pens I always lay them down, it doesn't matter. I assume it doesn't matter for these either. I really like how they come out. Alright, so let's, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, hold on, let's actually look if there's anything about storage. One pair of tweezers. Where's the tweezers? Oh, look at that. It comes with tweezers as well. They have looked after us by being able to tweeze them out. I would have just used my grubby fingers. That's very cool. No, so it doesn't mention about storage, but you can probably find that on their website. I will likely lay them down. Or in my new desk setup, because I've got I bought some desk organizers. I'll insert footage of my desk organizers here. Okay, so what I want to do next is I want to do the painting of a panda for my lovely son Dylan, and I will use some of these markers in the process. Okay, hope you enjoyed the next section and hope you enjoyed this video. And if you do, please remember to click a thumbs up, remember to subscribe, and do please check out my other links. I love hanging out on Instagram. I love hanging out on TikTok nowadays. And you can find me on Facebook as well. And if you join my website, you get a free class as well. So hope to see you in all the other places online in our interweb world. Yeah, and hope to see you next time for the next video as well. Thanks for watching. All right, enjoy. Bye.